Hello guys, welcome to Simulated Heaven. As you can see, this is another X-Plane 10 video. It's a slightly different video. I'll explain about it when I get up in the air. Just let me try to take off first. I've already entered the code for the airport that I am heading to. It's a very small airport, Coupeville. I'm going to look at the other thing so I can see, okay, so I need to take off and basically turn around to go in the other direction. Can I go that way? You know what, I think I need to take off and do a turn around, but that's okay. Take off the brakes. This airplane, I find the power, it will suddenly go crazy. I think the video is a bit more jerky than it would be. That was a bad takeoff. I was trying to say that I think because I'm recording, it's a bit more jerky, you know? I'm not used to it being so jerky. Usually when I play without recording or anything, it's quite smooth, you know? But then when I was making some small adjustments, I don't know, it seemed like it was a little bit more jerky because of the recording. Anyway, whatever. It was not a very good takeoff, but I was able to get in the air. Okay, so now I'm going to do my trim adjustments so that hopefully the airplane will fly without me having to do much. Hopefully. Already flying a bit off course here. Okay, that looks like a good trim for elevation there. Yeah, there you go. So it's just going up ever so slightly. I might just lower my throttle a tad. I don't need to be going up quickly. Let's see. Okay, I think we're good. Hang on, is it going to go up again? Quite often what happens is it will find its level and start to go up again slightly. Yeah, see, there you go. We're all good. Now I need to line myself up with my destination. Now I'm not going to do a video of the whole of the trip because I think this flight will take at least 40 minutes. I just thought I would show you a takeoff. Unfortunately it was a very bad one, but I also wanted to explain what I've been up to with X-Plane and why I haven't had any videos up for a few days. Okay, I'm going to level out here and I'm going to now do my trim to hopefully get the plane to fly relatively level without any input from me, hopefully. Oh, that's weird. Well, right now it seems to be almost flying itself level without me doing anything with the trim, with that trim. I don't know the technical term for the different kinds of trim, and you know what I keep forgetting? I need to put the gear up. I keep forgetting to do that. Anyway, so basically I've been playing X-Plane. I'm pretty addicted to it already, I have to say. Ever since I got it, I've been pretty addicted, and I've already bought way too much add-on stuff, and I've also bought a thing called Air Hauler, and that is what I'm flying right now. There's this awesome thing which is it's for X-Plane, but they also have a version for Flight Simulator X or 2004. Basically what it does is you have a haulage company, so it adds like a piece of software to the game where you basically own a haulage company, and the flights that you are doing are haulage flights, and obviously you have to earn money from the flights, and also every time you do a successful landing, etc., you will get higher reputation. Excuse me. And there you go, there's the customary burp in every video. But yeah, so I basically, I mean, I'm finding it a great way of making the flights have a purpose. I mean, I did enjoy just flying around at the beginning without any purpose before I got air hauler, but this air hauler thing really is great for making it have a bit more meaning, if you know what I mean. So I've been flying that, and I have started a game in that. I have called my haulage company Bush Bums, as in a bum, like a tramp, you know, and a bush bum because I'm actually in the border between America and Canada, and I imagine I'll be flying a lot. Hopefully in the future I'll be flying a lot of kind of country routes kind of in the bush. Hopefully that's the idea. Anyway, and I've started with the hardest difficulty, which is called career. So that will only start you with 100,000, and you have to earn your reputation, you know, so that you can then fly larger airplanes and obviously earn enough money for you to be able to buy or lease other airplanes. Now, it seems like the career version is quite hard, but I didn't want it to be too easy because I thought if I make it too easy, it might get boring very quickly. So I went for the hardest difficulty, and it is pretty hard. Like, I've already done about 7 flights in air hauler, and I'm still nowhere near even being able to buy a new airplane. And as you can see, the airplane I'm flying is a very, very basic airplane. In real life, it would never be used for haulage ever. It's actually like a utility sports kind of lightweight aircraft, actually. But anyway, because I actually imported all of the payware aircraft that I purchased. I added them all in because I really like the high quality payware because the textures on it are a lot higher. It just kind of gives me a better feeling about flying an airplane if it's more HD. So yeah, I decided I would add in all my aircraft that I purchased, and unfortunately the only one I could afford was this one, because it starts you off with a Cessna that's from X-Plane, the regular Cessna. So I sold that, and I didn't get a lot of money for that, and this was the only thing I could really afford because it was quite cheap. This aircraft is called a C-Max, and like I said, it's not really used for haulage, and it's quite a slow, you know, kind of leisure vehicle. Let me just show you what I'm talking about here. So it's basically an amphibious aircraft. So it's not really the perfect aircraft for haulage, but anyway, it's like I said, it was the only thing I could afford, you know, and I'm still having a lot of fun flying this aircraft around. It's pretty nice. I don't think I said, but the first base that I have in this game, air hauler thing, I mean, is in Langley in Canada. If any of you have any idea where that is or what kind of a place that is, then please can you let me know, because I'm not sure if I've actually chosen the right kind of place. My original idea was to try to have a place that was out in the sticks in Canada, so I would be doing a lot of kind of bush flights, but I'm not sure if I've actually chosen the correct kind of place because I don't really know the geography of Canada very well. So yeah, anyway, this aircraft, you know, as soon as I can afford it, I will upgrade it, but it's still kind of fun. It's a little bit slow, but hey, I mean, right now I think it's great that this is actually helping me, this whole air hauler thing. You know, it's helping me to learn how to fly a bit better. I mean, so far I've learned how to use the basic GPS, so I know how to program a GPS and basically tell me where I need to fly, and then I will manually fly that route. I've also learned, as you saw earlier, about how to trim the aircraft. I mean, that is not something that's that hard, but it wasn't, you know, it was kind of something I'd never really had to do in the past, if you know what I mean. So I was not very up on the idea of that, you know. And I think I've gone off course because I'm talking too much. Just let me zoom in here. Yeah. Oh, and why did it do that? Okay, yeah, I think I have gone a bit off course. A little bit. Quite a lot. That's what you get for trying to like talk and fly at the same time. But yeah, so, and I've learned how to trim the aircraft, and obviously one big thing is I'm trying to learn how to take off and land, which, as you saw earlier, is something I'm not really doing that well in. Like, I haven't been really playing flight sims at all for very long, so it's gonna actually take me a while, and this is a really good way of me actually practicing the whole landing and taking off thing. This aircraft is a very small, lightweight aircraft, so it does tend to move around quite a lot on the landings and the takeoffs, but I'm pretty sure it's a really good way of me trying to learn how to fly. And then obviously I think it'll be a really good thing, this air hauler, to kind of gradually increase my knowledge of flying, because I can only actually purchase larger, more powerful airplane as I earn more money and as I get my reputation up in the game. So I think that's going to be really good. But yeah, like right now I'm so hooked on this air hauler X-plane kind of combo. That's why I haven't been really doing a lot of videos. I've basically been coming home from work, and the only thing that I've been doing is flying in X-plane, this air hauler stuff. I don't know, it's very addictive. The airplane I'm in is actually a payware airplane. I think I paid $20 for it. You know, it seems like a nice airplane. I mean, it's like I was saying, I really like it when you get the HD textures. That's really good. I mean, you know, you can read everything in this airplane really well, really clear. I think it's great. The only thing that sometimes isn't very clear is the screen on the GPS, but I'm pretty sure that's not only, you know, I think it's probably going to be like that in a lot of 3D cockpits. It appears that it doesn't seem to have a 2D cockpit, or it might just be that I don't know how to use that, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, the interior is really nice. I do like it, and I just showed you the exterior. So the interior and the exterior, they both have really good textures. And I need to turn off the rudder thing. There's a water rudder thing that I saw was out when I went into the chase view, so I'm just going to turn that off. So yeah, I really like all of the details and the HD textures, so that's why, you know, I think it's worth it to buy these kind of add-ons. You know, it adds to the immersion. You know, it's pretty awesome stuff. Also, the whole reason as well that I'm flying up in Canada is I bought some scenery. I think it's called, the guy's called Tom Curtis. I bought some which was like Tom Curtis payware scenery, and basically it adds a lot of improved scenery to the Canada. Like, it's basically quite a lot of Canada, because I bought a package. One of them is called Inside Passage, I think. One is called Canadian Rockies, and there's one more which I can't remember the name. So I bought this pack of all this Canadian extra scenery, and I thought that would work really well with Air Hauler if I have, if I fly around in Air Hauler in Canada. Then I thought it would be a really good idea to use this improved scenery, to improve my immersion. Because I would say that one of the slight issues with X-Plane is that the default scenery is good, but it's not great. It does, it's not that great. And you can understand why, because they have to cover such a big area. How can they make it great? But I can imagine in future versions of X-Plane that might be an area that they might improve. I'm definitely not complaining, but that's why I thought that I would buy this payware scenery. And also, I told you before in the last video that I bought another kind of payware scenery, which was very, 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 very cheap, like $7.50. It's called 3D Max or something, and that is also a good way to slightly improve the textures and the way that the places actually look like in the game. It doesn't add a lot of actual 3D modeling, it just really improves some of the texture work and adds more detail into the texture work on the ground. So yeah, I'm really enjoying with these add-ons. I'm really enjoying flying around. The first, say, 3 missions that I did, I flew at night time, because actually I didn't really know that I was able to change in the game from nighttime to daytime, and it doesn't affect anything in Air Hauler, and I didn't realise that I could do that. So the first 3 missions I flew at night time, and in my mind I thought maybe the game had a day-night cycle, but it seems like it doesn't. So then I just worked out that I can choose if I would like it to be either daytime or nighttime, and because I would like to have a look at the scenery a lot, then I usually fly in the daytime. So yeah, I just thought I would do a quick video just to explain to you guys what I've been up to and why I haven't been doing a lot of videos for the past few days. And I am so addicted to this stuff, and it's going to be interesting to see if I can improve my flying skills, and if my interest continues. I will try to put out more videos of other things. I'm not just going to turn this into an X-Plane only channel, so you don't need to worry about that. I will try to, at the weekends, try to make other videos of other games that I've been playing to keep up with that. But it's just that right now my initial excitement for X-Plane has meant that I've been playing that so much I've not been really doing anything else. As you can see, the scenery here is pretty awesome. I'm at just over 5,000 feet right now, just over. And yeah, flying around in this environment is amazing. I really like it. It feels so immersive and everything. The water reflections, the way everything looks, it's pretty awesome. And also I really like the weather effects in this game. You'll be flying on a mission and it will suddenly start raining and everything. It's really good. I like it a lot. Okay guys, so I think that is going to be the end of my video. I hope it was interesting for you guys to find out what I'm up to in this game. If you have any questions, of course you can ask me in the comment section below. And yeah, happy days, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.